In this video we'll talk about scaling to real-world coordinates. It's not absolutely necessary to do this, but for your data to make sense you probably want all of the splines in the image to have an appropriate real-world scale. So in the previous video we applied some fiducials and some 2D splines to the lips. We can make a template from that if you right click on the image and then click edit splines. And under keyframes, if we go to advanced and templates, we can save all of the 2D splines, and that'll include fiducials as a template. And we can call this my template, and close that. Now when you do your I'll just save and close this. When you make your recording, it's probably a good idea to make a recording which has some sort of scale on it. So here we've got an image with a ruler. I can make this a little bit larger so we can see a little bit more clearly. There is bowing on this image because this is a wide angle camera. And what we want to do now is to apply those splines from the previous recording using a template. So if we right click on this, go to edit splines, under the spline tab and click on new splines, and this time we'll add a 2D spline from template, and here we go, this is the my template that we just created. We click on that, and it's added the upper lip, the lower lip, spline 3 and spline 4. Now the next thing we want to do is to set the scaling. So if we click on this ruler button here, you can see that we've got this cyan coloured line here. We drag the ends of that over to the real world ruler here, and for instance measure from say there to there, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. So if we have this in millimeters, then that would be 50. So we set the length of that blue line to 50 millimeters, and that will define the scale. Now we want to apply it to all of the splines in this image, not just the upper lip that was selected here. So we click on the spline, apply to, and then click set. So now all of your splines in this image will have the same scale. If we save and close, and if we measure, for instance, drag up here, we can see at the bottom there of the screen it says distance 39.64, so it's about 40 millimeters in there, so that's correct. So now measurements in this image here can be measured in centimeters.